Okay, back for another episode review of She-Hulk Attorney at Law, Series 1, Episode 6. The title of this episode is called Just Jen. This was completely filler. This was filler. This is technically the worst episode so far of Series 1. I'm not too sure they're going to get a second series. Don't know, but this was completely filler. There's nothing much to talk about this episode. It got like a good cliffhanger. We'll get to that later on. You got like a good character introduced, the Mr. Immortal character. We'll get to that also later on. But besides that, there's nothing much to talk about this episode. It was filler. I feel like this episode was incomplete. I feel like this was rushed. Yeah, and 30 minutes long. Yeah, it was rushed. I think this episode's better off doing like a 35-minute episode instead of doing another half an hour episode. Like the last episode, there's a lot to talk about. This was not a lot to talk about. Sorry, I'm speaking like a broken record. It's true, it's filler. I feel like the writers gone too lazy to write this episode. Yeah, it's about Jen going to, I don't know, it's her friends or family relatives' wedding, and find out she is dating a dog. It's like I don't get the joke. I think yeah, the jokes are just poor. Yeah, it's like I wish they do a lot better. How to structure this episode better. It's just like very filler. They've gone very lazy, and it's hard to talk about. So anyway, I'm gonna keep it short and simple. Like I said, I'm gonna say it again. Not a lot to talk about. So anyway, introduce a new character for this episode, the Mr. Immortal character. Nothing much about this character. Like for me, I'm gonna find more about this character. I got a book. It's a encyclopedia about Marvel characters. I'll find it, and I might talk about it at the next episode review of the show. But yeah, nothing much to talk about. Um, I think the actor's name's called David Pasquale. Pascal, I can't really pronounce his name properly. He appeared in the Star Wars Book of Boba Fett show. I'm looking forward to watch this. I never got a chance to see the Star Wars shows like Book of Boba Fett and Mandalorian. What's the next? What's that new show? It's got I think it's got Diego Luna. Was it Castian? Andor. It's called. I need to watch. Um, it's been a long time since I do a Star Wars content. The last video and anything to do with Star Wars was my review of Star Wars Episode 6, the Return of the Jedi. Next month, actually October, I'm gonna review some prequels of Star Wars. Like the Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith. So it's been a long, and it's been a few months since I review anything to do with Star Wars. Anyway, so let's get back to this episode of She-Hulk. I think he did well in this episode. I really enjoyed this episode. It's kind of like grown into me. He's got a lot of wives. He had a lot of identity. I think him jumping off the window, that's sick. Yeah, he just jumped off the fucking window. It's like, holy fuck. He said like, "Oh, I don't die, but I technically died." Yeah, I wanted to see more about him. We halfway there of this show. I'll get to that short later on. But yeah, he just jumped off the window of the lawyer's built the courthouse or the court building or something like that, and he crashed into a security car. He looks fine. I think they introduced very well that this dude cannot be killed. I want to see more about this character. I think the stuff with the wives were kind of fine. So, like I said, it's rushed. Like, Titania, appeared in this episode. She didn't belong in this episode. I wish they put her into the next episode This was kind of filler. She was kind of there. She didn't really do anything in this episode. It's just like they got lazy as fuck, man. It's just like it's just sad, and it's just not really doing it for me. So she's kind of there. I thought she's gonna like basically brown nose Lulu to talk shit more of Jen. I'm guessing like she is. She said about like you ruin everything for me. Think like something about like you don't deserve it. You know you didn't really want it. I'm guessing something about do with the She-Hulk name. The fight scene was disappointed. I'm sorry, disappointed. You know, like it was rushed. It was like last about a minute. I thought this could be a really good fight between Titaneer and She Hulk. I don't know much about the Titaneer character. I think yeah, main villain of the She Hulk comics. You know, we never got like getting a proper fight. And also, this show you can tell the show is more moving into the comedy direction instead of like you know action and drama. It's just yeah. It's I think the action stuff took a back seat for the show. It's just what it is. So yeah, Pioneer basically got slipped onto piles of ice in as they were dancing. She kind of whacked her head onto the floor. She lost a few teeth, and also in the end credits, she's went to the dentist. Like I think the end credits are kind of funny, but besides that, yeah, she's kind of like she'd never appeared in this episode in my opinion. So that is what's the point, you know? I get she has still has a grudge about She Hulk. You know, she's the one who put her in jail. Now she stole, you know, she won back the trademark She Hulk name. So I'm guessing they need to do something with her. You know, otherwise this show has been disappointing. You know, I said like I think it was like ages ago. This show's gonna suck. I think I was right. You know, I think wow, 2022 shows has been disappointing. The only show was good this year was Moon Knight. That's it. Besides that, you know, this is disappointed. You know, no, I think this is in the middle for me. But like, they need to have a good like payoff. You know, they need to like crank up the action volume. Otherwise, yeah, this is gonna be a letdown. I understand why people just do not like this show. It's just I understand. We got a good cliffhanger. You know, this they bring up intelligentsia and saw pictures. I think it was a forum to see like pictures of She-Hulk getting like death threats. You know, people say they're gonna have the leader in it. There's rumors like what's his name, Tim Blake Nelson. We haven't saw him for almost 15 years since the 2008 Incredible Hulk movie. There's rumors he might be in it. Are we sure we're gonna see the leader? I think they're saving. What I want to see a Will Hulk film. You know, we need to see that. I don't want to see Smart Hulk. I want to see old school Hulk, man. It's like, I like Mark Ruffalo. It's not his fault. It's creatively. You know, they make him as Smart Hulk. You know, you don't really need to be Smart Hulk. Man, you can have Hulk talking. That's fine. But for me personally, him being Smart Hulk, I think his performance in Endgames was disappointed. We didn't see a lot of Bruce in this episode. Are we gonna see Hulk? We don't know. You can tell this is not focused on Mark Ruffalo. This is not Mark Ruffalo show. This is more about Jem Walters. I'm guessing like the second half of this of the MCU Disney Plus shows, the focus more on characters are not really established because the first half is the characters already established and introduce new ones. This is just new characters that are very hard to be established. So anyway, don't know when they're gonna do a World Hulk. I hope they do it in the future, man, in Phase 7 because like Mark Ruffalo is good. You know, he's a good character, man. You know, like they're gonna have the leader. I think Thunderbolt Ross is gonna be recast because William Hurt died. Anyway, so sorry, I'm trying to kill time. Like I said, there's nothing much to talk about. It's just it's what it is, man. You know, and also the ending was good, a good cliffhanger to wrap up the this episode. This is a subpart episode of the show. See, someone's like you know with the needles. I'm guessing Like the people trying to inject Jen did not work. I'm guessing she's probably I don't know if they got the sample, the DNA of Jen. I'm guessing what is gonna happen. Are they gonna create another version of She-Hulk? If they do, it needs to crank up the action part, the serious stuff. Otherwise, this show's gonna be a letdown. This is gonna be worse than Miss Marvel. You know, I get people like it, but to me, I think it was disappointing and filler. This was She-Hulk. It was fine. It was good. I think it had some moments, but besides that, I think it's a bit better than Miss Marvel. But that's not saying too much. So yeah. I think that's it. So yeah, there's nothing much to talk about. Sorry about that. So we got about 3 more episodes to go. We got 7 this week. It's actually tomorrow. By the time this video is recorded, it's on Wednesday. So we got like this Thursday, next Thursday, and the Thursday after. 3 more episodes. You know, I think the first half has been okay-ish, but I think the second half needs to pick up some momentum. You know, it's a 9 episode. I think that's a problem. You know, I think people say, I heard rumors Miss Marvel should have done like a 9 episode show. No, don't do that, man. Like, not all episodes has to be like a 9 episode show, because you know you could tell like you gotta be careful doing multiple episodes, because doing multiple episodes of a show could end up with episodes could be completely filler. I think the show's better off doing a 6 episode show instead of 9. It's just nothing much to talk about. What If's got 9 episodes. I think Loki series 2 needs to have more episodes. I think they should have more. I think it was a good show. I think they should add more episodes to really like basically add more to the story. But like I don't know what the it feel like one time every time one Marvel Disney Plus show has to be 6 episodes, the other one has to be 9. I don't think we're getting like a 12 episode show anytime soon. I don't want to see that. That'd be too long in my opinion. That'd be like 2.5 months. This show is so far it's 2.5 almost 2 months. You know, it started in mid August. Yeah, mid August. I think it's mid to late August. So far we're in late September, and the show's ending late October. So I think this is technically the last show of Phase 4. You know, I thought I don't because we're getting like a Christmas special of Guardians of the Galaxy. We're getting a Halloween special that's at the end of the month. So this is the last Phase 4 Disney Plus Marvel show. So and after I'm gonna do like ranking it to best to worst so far. I'm not doing series 2 of it. That doesn't really count until about the show overall. But that'll be at the end of the year. So you have to stay tuned for that. So I need to like also talk about like phase 5 and 6 of the MCU. So we're going to talk about that like in a couple weeks time. So yeah, and also like with was it Lulu? In the start of this episode, she doesn't want Jen to become She-Hulk because they're trying to keep the attention off of Jen and more focus on Lulu. But like the dog was stupid. You could tell like with this Jen has this flirting with you could I think sometimes drunk Jen was kind of funny in this episode because she said like when she's She-Hulk she doesn't get drunk, but this she was kind of funny. Yeah, she has this what's it called, Jonathan he's called, or what's it called, Jonathan, Josh, I don't know why his name is. Yeah, in nearly the end of this episode she's like they're having like eating fries together, dipping the ketchup. But I don't know what this is gonna be. You know, like she's dating this, not dating, but have this thing with Arthur. And now this guy. I don't know. I don't want to get into it. So anyway, so yeah, hope you enjoyed my review of episode 6 of She-Hulk. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash the like button, click the bell, subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube. Be part of the Central Unit for more wrestling videos and more. And this is the Central Man officially signing out. Check you later, folks. Yeah, and also at the start of this episode, They kind of changed the intro of She-Hulk, just say just Jen, attorney at law. So anyway, I forgot to mention that. So anyway, so I'm out. Peace.